Democracy is truth, and communism is death. Democracy is truth. Communism is death.
Keep firing!
A communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Communism is a lie. Democracy will never be defeated. Significant obstruction detected. Composition: titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier. Established stratagem inadequate. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk. There's nothing to stop me from I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and I am sworn to protect the presidency. The chain of command must be upheld. I wouldn't expect you to understand. And your point? I see. And what of the chain of command? When the Enclave fell on the West Coast, Eden was next in line for leadership. Yes, you're right. I had not considered it from that viewpoint. But then, where does that leave me? And you? You would just let me leave? How can I be sure you won't just shoot me once I turn my back on you? I suppose it doesn't matter much now. Very well. I shall leave you to your fate.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that you just let him walk away. It's amazing the world hasn't beaten that out of you. You just better hope it doesn't come back to... Now let's get this place locked down.
Hello?
Dr. Lee,
Hello,
it's
is
Sarah
anyone
Lyons.
there?
I'm in the control
Dr.
room.
Lee,
We're both here.
something's
What's
wrong with
going
the
on?
purifier.
I've been monitoring the
someone
equipment
answer.
remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws? If that's how you want to do this, fine. But be quick about it.
This is a dire... of course! My immunity to radiation makes me a far better candidate for survival. Cycle the airlock, and
If you're still there, the purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child, selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. But the child refused to follow the father's selfless example, instead allowing a true hero to venture into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have enough.
mean comatose? After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. I was starting to think you might never wake up. Despite as I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. Yes, yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern. Please, relax. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the Purifier. Quite a bit has happened since then. Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon none of this would have been possible without the efforts of both. Yes, we most certainly. After securing the Purifier, the Pride and Liberty Prime made short work of their base. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we... The only remaining question is whether we can count... Indeed. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our stand... Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Roth. He can brief you on the details of the last... I understand that you've been through... Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
I patiently await your word.
Another glorious day in this man's army.